Hey, look, you can kind of see me in the packaging. There I am. Now I'm gone. There I am. Now I'm gone. There I am. Now I'm gone. Ah. Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. See, look at me, wearing gloves. And today, I'm just not in the mood to stream. We might do one tomorrow or the day after. And I just felt like just making a damn video. No anything behind it, just here you go. So, talking about something here, this is the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Ultimate ladder and table playset. I like it how they explicitly leave out the chairs, like ladder and table. But you got two chairs, come on. Save the chairs. Save the chairs. Save the chairs. No one? Just me? Okay, whatever. Alright. So on the back, it's got a whole bunch of graphics and stuff telling you all the cool, awesome stuff you can do with this playset, you know, in case you haven't figured it out. Alright. Let me go ahead and open this sucker. So first thing we're going to talk about, we got the chairs here that have this lovely little advertisement for Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com. I'm okay with that. I don't mind sponsoring a store that I shop at regularly. I don't mind sponsoring a store. I don't mind sponsoring a store that I shop at on a regular basis. So yeah, I like these chairs. They feel pretty good. Now, here's a chair. I think this was a Jack's chair. It's not a Mattel one. It's pretty spot on, exactly the same. Like, same plastic and everything. At least it feels that way to me. Now here's the Mattel Wwe Chair. See, this has a bit of a coarser material. It's a little rougher. It's not as smooth and plastic as this one. So you can definitely tell a little bit where the differences are. In fact, I think the Ringside ones are a little bit longer and taller than the Mattel ones. And of course, you know, they got some different shapes and stuff to them and whatnot. So I'll grab me and sit my butt on the Ringside chair. You see, he looks like a happy camper. Now, because of the material on here, it's really slippery, so if you're going to pose them and stuff like that, they're going to move around a lot. And then Bison's chilling in his hammock. So we'll grab Goldie here and stick him next to me. You know, it's a chair sitting comparison. What am I doing here? Anyway, I do like these chairs. I just wish the figures, when they sit in them, they're a little bit more stable. But I like the color. I like the color. The red stands out really well. Looks like they can snap apart and stuff like that in certain areas, but of course it looks like they're really easy to put back together. So I like the chairs. Overall, I recommend them. And here we have the table. I really dig this red set. Obviously, with it being BurnoutInc and Chase Arcade and stuff like that. Red is one of my channel colors, and I really love the way this table looks. The texturing on it's really great. You can actually feel that wood texture in here. And there are the legs, pretty much the same as a standard Mattel, I think. Or no, I think the legs are more like the Jack's tables. We're going to borrow Goldie again. That didn't work. Nope. Well, it kind of worked. Alright. So the tables are supposed to break apart in 3 different spots. Obviously you got this end here. And then, unlike the Mattel ones that only break apart in 2 spots, you got 3 that break apart on this one. So it's a little rough. To tell you the truth, I'm actually okay with it not being that easy to break these apart because I do animation and stuff like that. I prefer it to be a little bit more stable. So I do like that. And here we have our giant ladder. Jeez, look at this thing. Some people were saying to me that they thought I wouldn't like this because of how bulky it is, but I really do like this. I definitely like the steps. That's kind of hard to see it. There we go. See how it's kind of got that texture to it? Let's grab Goldie again. I'm going to stand him up there. Oh, well, he almost fell. At least the table would have broken his fall. So there's Goldie standing on top of the ladder. And I got him to stand up there pretty easily. I mean, with the Mattel ones, I kind of fight with it just because of the way they're sort of slanted, whereas these ones are a little bit more leveled out. So yeah, he stands up there really, really easily. And one thing I do appreciate, at the very top of this ladder, there's a peg hole. So you see, you just take your figure. Should be using a high flyer like Neville, but whatever. Goldust has been doing that DDP yoga. He's fine. He can take this. He can take the bump. And yeah, he's looking pretty damn good up there. Very cool. Very, very smart thinking on their part. And I really do like the bulkiness of this ladder. And it looks, yeah, it's a breakaway ladder. So you can recreate all the famous ladder break moments, I guess. That's an added play feature that the Mattel ladders have not achieved yet, even on their tall ones. So that's pretty cool. So here are your ladders for a size comparison. And to me, no contest. These guys take it. I hope... Or you know what? Let me check something out real quick. Okay, I was kind of wondering if maybe you could disconnect that the legs on the ladder, and it would be comparable to the smaller ladders here. But fortunately, it's not. It's a little too small. It's kind of almost like a step ladder. But I'm definitely a bigger fan of the Ringside Collectible ladders than I am the Mattel ones. The size of them, I think, are pretty damn good. I would love to see Ringside do a ladder in this scale, just a little bit smaller. But for the tall ladder, and especially for having that cool breakaway feature, the peg here up on the top, and I like the structure. I like the texture on the steps. This graded kind of texture versus what Mattel does here. And these steps are bigger as well, and they're a lot more sturdier. These don't really bend at all, whereas these do. And yeah, here's a big problem I have with these ones. You see how they're kind of slanted? Why is that? I don't get it. These ones are a little more flat, and they're easier to work with, but again, the rungs on the ladder are just too damn small. So yeah, if we're gonna be honest, I highly recommend the Ultimate Playset. Wait for them to go on sale and pick up a bunch. I would say get one of each in your favorite colors. Get at least 3. That'd be my recommendation. But yeah, big fan of the ladder. Tables are pretty cool. I think the legs are the only thing I don't like. They look like they'd be a little too loose at times, but I like how tough the breakaway part is. And the chairs, I like them too. Wish this had more of a texture to it, so the figures don't slip off of them. But, you know, it's a basic chair, and I like it. Yeah, so the arena is a bit of a mess right now. I'm trying to build up the drive or the momentum to start working on Chase Arcade. I set a date for July 24th. I'm going to finish up the script here tonight and tomorrow and get going on it. But right now, pretty much it's just a mess. Still haven't even got my Elite 42 Triple H review up. Working on some new episodes of Just the Basics. Just need to get some things figured out for it. Also, too, I've been doing some test run-throughs, and I'm not a fan of my announce table. As much as I like to have an authentic wrestling look, I don't think I'm going to use the announce table anymore. Instead, what I'm probably going to do is prop up this table or one of my other tables, or make them their own thing. Like, I might be happier with just having my announcer standing at a podium or something rather than having to be at an announcer's table. I mean, obviously an announcer's table, there's a lot you can do with it. Guys can hit each other off of it. They can put each other through an announcer's table. So you got a lot to work with, but it's kind of a pain to animate with, especially with two figures and with one who does not sit in the chairs properly. So that's just something I got to figure out. I do like having this structure there, though. Over here on the desk, we have a ton of stuff going on. I got this custom Hideo Itami from Brocklock Custom 76, I think is the number that he uses. And it is a badass figure, but I tried rotating the hips and some of the paint chipped off. Now, again, his custom work is badass. The boots I've had absolutely no problems with, and I think they're amazing looking. And I did like the details that he put on this thing. I just need to repaint the hips and stuff. I just haven't got around to doing it, and it's been sitting in a drawer for a few months. So I figured, okay, let's pull him out and get to working on this Itami figure. That way I can do something with him. Made some head casts recently. Where's the bag for it? It's right here. Here we go. Here are our bag of heads, and sadly the Bailey one didn't work out at all, so I won't be making more of her. But in there we've got the Boogeyman, we've got a Chris Benoit, we've got Scott Steiner, the Bulldog, we got a Dusty Rhodes, a little bit of a failed one though. I'm pretty certain I said Scott Steiner, but I got a lot of Scott Steiner heads in there. So I gotta smooth these out, sculpt on some details, and get to painting them so I can use some for customs, and I can sell a few, you know, because I like to help out my fellow man. Oh, and I got some Goldberg. I got a Goldberg head in there too. I gotta make some more of that. Speaking of Goldberg, while I've got the head removed, I really want to go through and repaint this thing. I don't like how the eyebrows look, and I don't like how the whole thing looks with the lips and everything, so, and especially around the eyes, because I was too scared to get in close with the brushes I had at the time. But now I have the right paint and everything, I won't have to mix it. And the other big custom I've been working on is my Blanca Balor, and he is turning out really good. The face is done. I have no more detail to add to it. Loving Citadel paint, man. These guys are awesome. So here's the front of Balor. I'm going to add some new knee pads to it. I painted them green, but I wasn't happy with that. For some reason, I wasn't happy with the green kick pads with green knee pads. So I'm probably going to do either brown knee pads or black, just completely black. So we got the Balor font on the front. We got the kind of cool demon thing right there. I don't know if I'm going to add anything to the trunks, but overall I'm pretty much happy with how they look. And we got the back of it right there. Yeah! Loving the way this thing is looking. And then each of the sleeves got some electricity going through them, and then they got the Blanca hair. The crazy Blanca hair. And so what we're doing with this guy here, this is going to be an NXT Seth Rollins that I'm going to be putting up for sale. I don't know if I'm going to put it up for sale on Instagram or on Gemmer, or Gemmer. I'm not too certain how to say that app's name, but that's an app I joined, which I've been meaning to post my collection on there. I just haven't had time to do that, but I'm going to have an announcement with them coming up pretty soon. So this might be on sale for there, or I'm going to throw it up on eBay. Again, I'm just not certain, but that's as much progress as I've made on it. Got the Elite 20 Cody Rhodes body here, and got the boots painted up. I just need to go through and get rid of some of those sloppier details. So yeah, on the next painting tips for stupid idiots like me, I'm gonna show you guys how I paint in the smaller details and stuff like that. And then on the episode after that, I'll probably show you how I paint heads and stuff like that. On my next casting endeavor, I want to make a head cast of Shinsuke. I know Mattel's probably going to get a head out there, or I know I at least have a year until they reveal a Shinsuke Nakamura figure, so I've got some time to get a head cast together for him, but, you know, better now than later or never, so gotta get on that. Also, I am sitting on a ton of figures. I mean, geez. You wonder why I started a show like M. Bison's Basics. It's because I've got way too many figures. I mean, this with doing Chase Arcade and the large number of stuff I've been doing, it's just impossible. I mean, it's just going to keep building up. I've picked up the rest of the Five Nights at Freddy figures. Got Bonnie around here somewhere. I don't know where he or she is at, but they're here. Only one I don't have yet is Golden Freddy. Found all the Ghostbuster figures, so I've got all the classic ones in there. Can't wait to shoot something on them. I've got my Elite 43 figures, so I got Kevin Owens up there. I've got Samoa Joe. He's in there somewhere. Got Kofi. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wait for Big E to come out and just do a 3-in-1 New Day review. Kind of the same thing I did for the Wyatt family, Legion of Doom, and Demolition. Picked up some figures from Hero1K on Instagram. Got the 123 Kid here. No tag belt, but I got him for a really good price. Got the Elite R-Truth, which, damn, this dude is hard to come by, but he's going to get turned into a custom. He's going to be an Elite Boogeyman that I'm going to be selling. And I picked up this pretty sweet Indiana Jones figure in scale with the Mattel figures, which I like. Only problems with this figure were I'm not a fan of the articulation. It's really loose, and just some of the design choices I kind of just go, what? But yeah, there's a lot to love about this figure, but he is going to get customed up. And sadly, whoever owned this before him, they super glued the gun and his hat to his head. So I need to find a way to get this off of there. Probably going to use Goo Off. But I don't know, man. I think I'm going to cast this head too. I'm thinking I can maybe paint it up to look a little bit more like Harrison Ford, but for you know, for what it is right now, it's pretty damn. It's okay. And yeah, right now it's tucked away up in my closet, but I have this God tier level diorama made by Captain McKay Random. I put it together and it's amazing. I've got the security camera and the fire escape in that Amazon box from him too. So if you guys saw my video on his sci-fi diorama, you'll know just how freaking excited I am to start shooting with this thing. I mean, just unbelievable. Right there sits my freaking replica NXT Championship belt that I got from the show last month. Still need to do a damn video on it. So many things to do. No time at all. Anyway, that'll wrap things up here. So guys, thanks for checking out this quick little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Gonna get to working on Chase Arcade here, and I don't know, maybe I'll clean this place up one day. Just not today. Alright. See you next time.
Then, the Basic Series 61, Natalya, the Queen of Hearts herself, rocks an amazing body mold.